everybody. Hello, hello. Hi, sweetest Silver. And hi, sweetest Sebastian. And hi, sweetest Spectre. I hope you're taking care and doing well. I missed you. I'm so happy to see you. I hope you can hear me okay. Oh. Hi, sweetest Bacon. Hello, hello. Oh. And sweetest Silver, you said it's time, guys. Yes, sleepy, spooky story time. Oh, and thank you, sweetest Silver. You said hope you are doing well. This bitty bat is doing absolutely fantastic because I get to see you tonight and read an itty bitty bit more of Dracula. I'm very excited. I hope you are doing well and taking care and feeling nice and comfy and nice and cozy. Oh, and I see here, sweetest Spectre said it's a shame that it got that far, Sebastian. Oh, oh, oh. Um, I hope that you're doing alright, sweetest Spectre. Sending lots of love and many comforting hugs your way. Oh, oh, oh. And sweetest Sebastian, you have a pretty bitty top hat. Oh, oh. Hi, sweetest Pipe. Hello, hello. I'm so happy to see you. Oh, and sweetest Silver said, yep, I hear your angelic voice. I'm glad you do. And thank you, thank you. I hope you're doing well. And I hope that your head is feeling better as well. I hope you're taking care. That's so spooky. Oh, Inspector, you're a pretty ghost. Look at you go. I don't know why everybody's gathered in the middle of the screen here. Right next to me. That's so nice, though. So nice and comfy and cozy all together. It's like we're in the cave. Our little colony right here. Oh, and yes, I agree, Bacon. You said, I'm glad you're safe, Spectre. I agree. Oh, and sweetest Silver said, I'm just feeling pretty tired, but nice and cozy in bed. Oh, I'm glad you're nice and cozy in bed. Big bitty bat, yay. But I'm sorry you're feeling so tired. I hope that by being here tonight, you'll be able to rest and relax. Oh, and sweetest Spectre said thank you, everyone. I will probably fall asleep with all of you in the background. Oh, and sweetest Spectre said it's the cuddle puddle, of course. It is the cuddle puddle. Everybody's all here. Yes. Oh, and hi, sweetest Mimi. Hello. I'm so happy to see you. How is the nicest necromancer doing tonight? Oh, Silver, you said we are plotting something? Oh no. Oh, what are you plotting? I'm a bitty bit curious. Oh, and I agree, sweetest Silver. I hope that Spectre rests well as well. Oh, and hi, sweetest Dingus. You said, what's up, awesome dudes? Well, this bitty bat is doing spooktacular tonight because I get to see you and the rest of Bat Chat and have more sleepy, spooky story time. I'm so glad to see you. How are you doing? Equally awesome, dude. Dude dingus. Mm. Oh, and sweet as silver, you said with your sweet voice, it's almost guaranteed. Pat, pat. Wow. Thank you so much for the sweetest pat, pat, silver. Thank you, thank you. And I'm really glad. I know I ask it a lot, but it really does mean a lot that my voice and everything can be very soothing. It means a lot. I'm very happy. And I'm happy to see all of you. Hmm. Oh, and Mimi said aggressively tired. Oh, I'm so sorry you're so sleepy, but I hope you're able to rest and relax when you're here. It's okay, Mimi. You can rest now and let the day drift away. I also hope you're feeling a bitty bit better as well. And sweetest Sebastian said I'll be popping in and out for a while. And that is a-okay, my sweetest friend. No worries, no rush. The Spitty Bat will be here. Thank you for coming back. Oh, and sweetest Pipe said, hello, little one. It's been a long day, and I love your cute outfit. Wow. Oh, sweetest Pipe. Thank you. I'm so glad you like my outfit. Slumber Party Satania. I know last week I was in my my usual outfit, but I think the sleepy time one would be nice. Um and yes, I hope that you're able to rest and relax now after such a long day. Oh, I hope you're taking care and being gentle with yourself, precious bunny butler. Hmm. Oh, and hi, sweetest Chara. Hello. I'm so happy to see you. Hi. I hope you're ready to get comfy and cozy tonight. Oh, sweetest Silver said it's time to jump and cuddle the cutie bat. Oh, I love yes, cuddles for every batty, and lots of hearts for Bat Chat. Thank you, sweetest Silver. So much love and many spooky hugs. And sweetest Bacon said I have to sleep soon, so I'll just be lurking tonight. Good night, everyone. Rest well. Oh, and please live, laugh, lurk, sweetest Bacon. I hope you have a lovely night and rest well and take care. Much love and many spooky hugs. And I can't wait to see you again very soon. Good night. Good night, sweetest Bacon. Night. Sleep well. Oh, and yes, sweetest Silver. It does. It makes me very happy. Very happy. Thank you. You're truly too sweet. All of you are. Thank you. And sweetest Spectre said I will likely go ahead and rest as well. I have an uber early morning ahead of me tomorrow and a lot to get done at the store. Make sure you get some rest when you can and know that you all are loved and deserve the world. I will hauntingly hug you all some more soon. Oh, sweetest Spectre, I hope you take care and rest well and have a lovely night. I'll be thinking of you and sending lots of love and many spooky and comforting hugs your way. Please take care, my sweetest ghost, and rest well and have a good day tomorrow. Good night, sweetest Spectre. See you soon. Good night. and sweetest Chara. You said seriously, you're the sweetest. Wow, I think you're the sweet one here, Chara. But I'm so glad you're here. So happy to see you. Mm. And so it said, I have arrived. Sorry I'm so late. Oh, no apologies needed, sweetest Selwood. Never any rush. Never any worries when you are here. I'm just so happy to see you when you can make it. It means so much. Yay! Happy to see you. Hope you're taking care tonight. And Silver, you're a pretty bitty pineapple. Oh, and Chara, you're a pretty bitty patty. Oh. Well, everybody. Oh, let me see. Um, mm, Here. I'm going to try a bitty bit of brushing, okay? Just so you can get nice and cozy. Okay? Oh, and sweetest Silver, you said it's a pleasure to be sweet to one of the most amazing and cutest people I know. Oh, Silver, you're too sweet. You're too sweet. Truly too precious, too sweet. Thank you. Thank you for being so kind to this bitty bat. Oh, it means the world to me, and you mean the world to me. So thank you. Thank you, thank you. Alright. And everybody, I think, um, hmm, let's see. Maybe, oh, I don't know. Okay, yes, I'll try a bitty bit of the brushing. I was thinking of maybe trying some tapping, some light tapping, but I don't know. I don't think my mic would pick it up that well, so I'm gonna try a bitty bit of brushing. Let's see. Let me know what you think. Can you hear the brushing? Hmm. Let me see, everybody. I think, okay. Uh, hmm. Can you hear the brushing? Gently brushing, slowly brushing. Oh, Chara, okay. You can't hear it. Okay. Um, hold on, everybody. Let's see. Um, let me. I just need to go grab something. I'll be right back. Oh, you hear it? Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, you hear it. Okay. Here, let me. Let's see. Brush, brush, brush. Gently brushing, slowly brushing. Just close your eyes as I gently brush, brush, brush the night away. Gently brushing You're back. Gently brushing your head to help you rest and relax. I hope you like the brushing. I like brush, brushing. My sweet, sweet friend. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you can hear the brushing. And I'm glad, sweetest silver. Happy fox noises. Whoa. Oh. Mm. Brush, brush, brushing. My sweet foxy friend and sweetest Chara said so sweet. I literally imagined the brushing of my hair. Oh, I'm glad. And don't worry, as you lay here, as I brush, brush, brush your back and your hair, know that you are safe. You are loved. And you are cared for. You are enough. And you have done your bitty bat best today. And I'm proud of you. And I pretty bitty promise that I will keep you safe. After all, I'm your nighttime vampire guide. And I like brushing you. Mm. Brushing, brushing, brushing. Okay. Well, everybody, now that we're all nice and cozy, just close your eyes and rest and relax with me tonight as I read you chapter 3 of Bram Stoker's Dracula. It's one of my favorite gothic vampire novels. Well, novel, yes. A truly haunting tale, and I'm so glad that I get to read more of this wonderful story to you tonight. Oh, and Sweetest Silver said thanks for keeping us safe. We do the same for you. Oh, you do. Thank you, Sweetest Silver. So much love and many spooky hugs for you and Bat Chat, the sweetest bitty bat brigade. Thank you, thank you. Hearts for Bat Chat. Oh, and you said, so it's our turn to brush your hair. Brush, brush. Thank you, thank you. I love the most beautiful brushes from the Bitty Bat Brigade. Mm. And if it's okay, everybody, I am just going to stay right where I am, right here tonight. Sometimes I have my book. Well, let's just imagine I'll recite this from memory. And I won't be showing what I'm reading on screen just because I want you to focus and listen to and relax to my soft and gentle voice tonight as I read you chapter 3 of Bram Stoker's Dracula. Mm, So, just close your eyes and relax and sink into right where you are tonight and let the day melt away. Let the day fade away little by little. As I read you chapter 3 of Dracula. Okay, and before I begin, I'm right here, but I'm just gonna have an itty bitty drink of blood, okay? Just a bitty bit to make sure my my speaking is very soft and very sweet. Mm, okay. Oh, and Sweetest Silver said, yeah, never liked reading anyway. Prefer listening to the sweet bat. I'm glad. I'm glad. That makes me very, very happy, Sweetest Silver. I like reading and chatting with you all, so it makes me really happy when I can read you another sleepy, spooky story. Alright, everybody. So, while you rest and relax, I am just going to read a bitty bit, and I'll read for a little while, and I promise I'll be keeping an eye on chat, and I will be replying shortly, okay? Oh, mm. You said, Sweetest Silver said it's important to stay hydrated, everyone. Yes, yes. Make sure you're drinking lots of water, lots of blood. Mm, I need all of you to stay nice and sweet and hydrated. And sweetest pipe. Oh, thank you for all the love. Much love. Many spooky hugs. Mm, okay. Alright. And chapter 3 goes like this. Chapter 3 is a continuation of Jonathan Harker's journal. And if you haven't heard this tale and are interested, you can also watch my previous streams where I read chapter 1 and chapter 2. I'm planning on making a special playlist for this book because it's my personal goal to read you the whole story, one chapter at a time, one night at a time. So let's see how this bitty bat will do, and I promise I will keep doing my bitty bat best for you. So, without further ado, let's read chapter 3. Mm. Oh, and sweetest Silver said you will do a great job. I just know it. Oh, thank you, my sweetest foxy friend. Thank you, sweetest Silver. I promise I will do my bitty bat best. And sweetest Chara said I'm going to hop off, but I really enjoyed being here. Oh, and that is a-okay, sweetest Chara. I'm so happy I could see you, even if it was for a bitty bit. Thank you for being here for as long as you could, and I hope you have a lovely night. Rest well, and take care. Much, much love, and many spooky hugs. And please, rest in peace. Good night, sweetest Chara. Night, night, bye bye. Alright, everybody. Chapter 3 goes like this. When I found that I was a prisoner, a sort of wild feeling came over me. I rushed up and down the stairs, trying every door and peering out of every window I could find. But after a little, the conviction of my helplessness overpowered all other feelings. When I look back after a few hours, I think I must have been mad for the time, for I behaved much as a rat does in a trap. When, however, the conviction had come to me that I was helpless, I sat down quietly as I have ever done anything in my life, and began to think over what best to be done. I am thinking still, and as yet have come to no definite conclusion. One of one only thing I am certain, that it is no use making my ideas known to the Count. Oh, and hi, sweetest you versus Joe. Welcome, welcome. I'm so happy you're here tonight, and I hope you're feeling a little cozy and ready to get comfy as I read you a bitty bit of Chapter 3 of Dracula. I'm so happy to see you. I hope you're doing well and taking care. I'm just reading a bitty bit, but I will reply back as soon as possible. Oh, and hi, sweetest Matherian. Hello. You said I like soup. Do you like spooky and sleepy vibes, as well as soupy vibes? Hello. I'm so happy to see you. I hope you're doing well and taking care. Some hearts for bad chat. Oh, oh yes, yes you are Matherian. Yes, you are. You're subscribed. Don't you worry. Yes, I'm happy you're here. Happy to see you, as always. Sorry, every-batty. Just getting a bitty bit more blood. Okay. Alright. If it's okay, every-batty, I'm just going to start chapter 3 over again. So, please rest and relax and close your eyes as I read you softly and sweetly chapter 3 of Dracula. Oh, oh, and sweetest Silward, you said black. I'm already super sleepy. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're sleepy. I hope that by being here, you can find lots of rest and relaxation. And I hope by reading this, it helps you sleep, sweetest Silhouette. Oh, and okay, sweetest Pipe. Okay, too. Oh, and sweetest you versus Joe, you have a pretty bitty top hat. Oh, mm. Alright, everybody. I'm just going to read a bitty bit, but I will be keeping my eye on that chat and respond after reading for a couple minutes, okay? Alright, so, yes, chapter 3 of Dracula. When I found that I was a prisoner, A sort of wild feeling came over me. I rushed up and down the stairs, trying every door and peering out of every window I could find. But after a little, the conviction of my helplessness overpowered all other feelings. When I look back, after a few hours, I think I must have been mad for the time, for I behaved much as a rat does in a trap. When, however, the conviction had come to me that I was helpless, I sat down quietly as I had ever done anything in my life, and began to think over what was best to be done. I am thinking still, and as yet to have come to no definite conclusion. Of one thing only I am certain, that it is no use making my ideas known to the Count. He knows well that I am imprisoned, and as he has done it himself, and has doubtless his own motives for it, he would only deceive me if I trusted him fully with the facts. So far as I can see, my only plan will be to keep my knowledge and fears to myself, and my eyes open. I know, either being deceived like a baby by my own fears, or else I am in desperate straits, and if the latter be so, I need and shall need all my brains to get through. I had hardly come to this conclusion when I heard the great door below shut, and knew that the Count had returned. He did not come at once into the library, so I went cautiously to my own room and found him making the bed. This was odd, but only confirmed what I had all along thought, that there were no servants in the house. When later I saw him through the chink of the hinges of the door, laying the table in the dining room, I was assured of it. For if he does himself all these menial offices, surely it is proof that there is no one else to do them. This gave me a fright, for if there is no one else in the castle, it must have been the Count himself, who was the driver of the coach that brought me here. This is a terrible thought, for if so, what does it mean that he could control the wolves as he did, by holding up his hand in silence? How was it that all the people at Bistritz and on the coach had some terrible fear for me? What meant the giving of the crucifix, of the garlic, of the wild rose, of the mountain ash? Bless that good woman who hung the crucifix round my neck, for it is a comfort and a strength to me whenever I touch it. It is odd that a thing which I have been taught to regard with disfavor and as idolatrous should in a time of loneliness and trouble be of help. Is it that there is something in the essence of the thing itself, or that it is a medium, a tangible help in conveying memories of sympathy and comfort? Sometime, if it may be, I must examine this matter and try to make up my mind about it. In the meantime, I must find out all I can about Count Dracula, and as it may help me to understand, tonight he may talk to himself. If I turn the conversation that way, I must be very careful, however, not to awake his suspicion. Oh, and hi, sweetest Lychee. Hello, hello, my sweet friend. How are you doing tonight? I just started reading chapter 3 of Dracula for you. I hope you're doing well and feeling nice and comfy and nice and cozy tonight. Oh, and Silver, you are a pretty bitty baby bat. My favorite. Mm, mm. Oh, and sweetest Lychee said doing good. I'm sorry I showed up a bit later. My internet has been a bit weird lately. Oh, well, big bitty bat, yay. I'm glad. I'm glad you're doing good. That makes me so happy to hear. And no apologies. No apologies at all, sweetest Lychee. You are A-okay. I'm so sorry you've been having internet troubles though, but I'm glad you're here. I'm happy to see you. So, so happy. Oh, and much love, sweetest pie. Much love. Hearts for Bat Chat. I don't know if you can see the hearts when I do it, but they're for you. Mm. And continuing chapter 3, Midnight. I have had a long talk with the Count. I asked him a few questions on Transylvania history, and he warmed up to the subject wonderfully. In his speaking of things and people, and especially of battles, he spoke as if he had been present at them all. This he afterwards explained by saying that, to a boyar, the pride of his house and name is his own pride, that their glory is his glory, that their fate is his fate. Whenever he spoke of his house, he always said we, and spoke almost in the plural, like a king speaking. I wish I could put down all he said exactly as he said it. For me, it was most fascinating. It seemed to have it in a whole century of the country. He grew excited as he spoke, and walked about the room, pulling his great white moustache, and grasping anything on which he laid his hands, as though he would crush it by main strength. One thing he said, which I shall put down as nearly as I can, for it tells the story of his reign. We have a right to be proud, for in our veins flows the blood of many brave souls who fought as the lion fights for lordship here in the whirlpool of Europe. Uh, hmm, the Ugric tribe born down from Iceland, and the fighting spirit which Thor and Odin gave to them, which their opponents displayed to such fell intent on the seaboards of Europe. till the peoples thought that there were werewolves themselves had come. Here too, when they came, they found those whose warlike fury had swept the earth like a living flame, till the dying peoples held that in their veins ran the blood of those old witches who, expelled from Scythia, had joined with devils in the desert. Fools, fools! What devil or what witch was ever so great as Attila, whose blood is in these veins? He held up his arms. It is a wonder that we were a conquering people, that we were proud, that mm, mm, when thousands on our frontiers, we drove them back. Is it strange that when their legions swept through the Hungarian fatherland, he found us here when he reached the frontier, and that the Hafaglalas was completed there, and when the flood swept eastward, they were claimed as kindred by the victorious Magyars, and to us for centuries was trusted the guarding of the frontier land. And more than that, endless duty of the frontier guard, for as the Turks say, water sleeps and enemy is sleepless. Who more gladly than we throughout the four nations received the bloody sword, or at its warlike call flocked quicker to the standard of the king? When was redeemed that grand shame of my nation, the shame of Kosovo, when the flags of Valak and the Magyar went down beneath the crescent? Who was it but one of my own, was Voivode, crossed the Danube and beat um mm, oh and beat those on his own ground? This was a Dracula indeed. Woe was it that his own unworthy brother, when he had fallen, brought shame on them. Was this not Dracula indeed, who inspired that other of his race, who in a later age again and again brought his forces over the great river, who when he was beaten back came again and again and again, though he had to come alone from the bloody field where his troops were being slaughtered, since he knew that he alone could ultimately triumph? They said that he only thought of himself. Bah! What good are peasants without a leader? Where ends a war without a brain and a heart to conduct it? Again, when after the battle he threw off the yoke, we of the Dracula blood were amongst the leaders, for our spirit would not brook that we were not free. Ah, young sir, Dracula has their heart's blood, their brains, and their swords can boast a record that mushroom growths can never reach. The warlike days are over. Blood is too precious a thing in these days of dishonorable peace, and the glories of the great are as tale that is told. Oh, and sweetest Lychee, you said, how are you doing tonight though? Whoa, this bitty bat is doing fantastic because I get to see you and bat chat and read another spooky chapter of Dracula. I'm so happy you're doing well. Oh, and hi, sweetest medic. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to see you. I hope you're feeling comfy and cozy tonight. You said, I know something scarier, the Eastern Front. Oh, well, Oh, I'm not so sure, but I'm happy you're here. Oh, and sweetest Silver said I'm going to put myself to sleep. Thanks for the lovely story. Have fun and take care all. Pat pat. Oh, mm. Have a lovely night and rest well, sweetest Silver. I hope you take care. Good night, my sweet friend. I can't wait to see you again soon. Good night, Silver. Night night, rest well, take care. Oh, and I'm sorry, sweetest medic. You said why? Um, I'm sorry. I'm a bit confused. I'm happy to see you though. I hope you're doing well and taking care. I'm just reading a bitty bit of chapter 3, The Tale of Dracula by Bram Stoker. Hearts for bad chat. Hearts for bad chat. Alright. Well, I'm going to read a bitty bit more and then we'll have a nice itty bitty brushing break. Okay? Lots of brushing sounds after a bit more of reading so you can rest and relax and let the day fade away. So, chapter 3 continues like this. It was by this time close on morning, and we went to bed. The 12th of May. Let me begin with facts. Bare, meager facts, verified by books and figures, of which there can be no doubt. I must not confuse them with experiences which will have to rest on my own observation or my memory of them. Last evening, when the Count came home from his room, he began asking me questions on legal matters and on the doing of certain kinds of business. I had spent the day warily over books, and simply to keep my mind occupied went over some of the matters I had been examining at Lincoln's Inn. There was a certain method in the Count's injuries, so I shall try to put them down in sequence. The knowledge may somehow or sometime be useful to me. First, he asked if a man in England might have 2 solicitors or more. I told him he might have a dozen if he wished, but that it would not be wise to have more than 1 solicitor engaged in one transaction, as only one could act at a time, and that to change would be certain to militate against his interest. He seemed thoroughly to understand, and went on to ask if there would be any practical difficulty in having one man attend, say, to banking, and another to look after shipping, in case local help were needed in a place far from home of the banking solicitor. I asked him to explain more fully so that I might not by any chance mislead him. So he said, I shall illustrate. Your friend and mine, Mr. Peter Hawkins, from under the shadow of your beautiful cathedral at Exeter, which is far from London, buys for me through your good self my place at London. Good. Now here, let me say frankly, lest you should think it strange that I have sought the services of one so far off from London, instead of one resident there, that my motive was that no local interest might be served, save my wish only, and as one of London residents might, perhaps have some purpose himself or friend to serve, I went thus afield to seek my agent, whose labors should only be my interest. Now, suppose I, who have much of affairs, wish to ship goods, say, to Newcastle, or Durham, or Harwich, or Dover, might it not be that it could with more ease be done by consigning to one of these ports? I answered that certainly it would be most easy, but that we solicitors had a system of agency, one for another, so that local work could be done locally on instruction from any solicitor, so that the client, simply placing himself in the hands of one man, could have his wishes carried out by him without further trouble. But, said he, I could be at liberty to direct myself. Is that not so? Of course, I replied, and such is often done by men of business who do not like the whole of their affairs to be known by any one person. Good, he said, and then went on to ask about the means of making consignments and the forms to be gone through, and all sorts of difficulties which might arise, but by forethought could be guarded against. I explained all these things to him to the best of my ability, and he certainly left me under the impression that he would have made a wonderful solicitor, for there was nothing that he did not think of or foresee. For a man who was never in the country, and who did not evidently do much in the way of business, his knowledge and acumen were wonderful. When he had satisfied himself on these points of which he had spoken, and I had verified all as well as I could by the books available, he suddenly stood up and said, Have you written since your first letter to our friend Mr. Peter Hawkins, or to any other? It was with some bitterness in my heart that I answered that I had not, that as yet I had not seen any opportunity of sending letters to anybody. Then, right now, my young friend, he said, laying a heavy hand on my shoulder, write to our friend and to any other, and say, if it will please you, that you shall stay with me until a month from now. Do you wish me to stay so long? I asked, for my heart grew cold at the thought. I desire it much. Nay, I will take no refusal when your master, employer, what you will, engaged that someone should come on his behalf. It was understood that my needs only were to be consulted. I have not stinted. Is it not so? What could I do but bow acceptance? It was Mr. Hawkins' interest not mine, and I had to think of him, not myself. And besides, while Count Dracula was speaking, there was that in his eyes and in his bearing which made me remember that I was a prisoner, and if I wished it, I could have no choice. The Count saw his victory in my bow, and his mastery in the trouble of my face, for he began at once to use them, but in his own smooth, resistless way. I pray you, my good young friend, that you will not discourse of things other than business in your letters. It will doubtless please your friends to know that you are well, and that you look forward to getting home to them. Is it not so? As he spoke, he handed me 3 sheets of notepaper and 3 envelopes. They were all of the thinnest foreign post, and looking at them, then at him, and noticing his quiet smile with the sharp, canine teeth lying over the red underlip, I understood as well as if he had spoken that I should be careful what I wrote, for he would be able to read it. So I determined to write only formal notes now, but to write fully to Mr. Hawkins in secret, and also to Mina. For her I could write in shorthand, which would puzzle the Count if he did see it. When I had written my 2 letters, I sat quiet, reading a book, whilst the Count wrote several notes, referring as he wrote them to some books on his table. Then he took up my 2 and placed them with his own, and put by his writing materials, after which, the instant the door had closed behind him, I leaned over and looked at the letters, which were face down on the table. I felt no compunction in doing so, for under the circumstances I felt that I should protect myself in every way I could. One of the letters was directed to Samuel F. Billington, number 7, the Crescent, Whitby. Another to Herr Lieutenant Varna. The third was to Coutts & Co., London, and the fourth to Herren Klopstock and Billruth, Bankers, Budapest. The second and fourth were unsealed. I was just about to look at them when I saw the door handle move. I sank back in my seat, having just had the time to replace the letters as they had been, and to resume my book before the Count, holding still another letter in his hand, entered the room. He took up the letters on the table and stamped them carefully, and then, turning to me, said, "I trust you will forgive me, but I have much work to do in private this evening. You will, I hope, find all things as you wish." At the door he turned, and after a moment's pause, said, "Let me advise you, my dear young friend, nay, let me warn you with all seriousness that you should leave these rooms. You will not by any chance go to sleep in any other part of the castle. It is old and has many memories, and there are bad dreams for those who sleep unwisely. Be warned. Should sleep now or ever overcome you, or be like to do, then haste to your own chamber, or to these rooms, for your rest will then be safe. But if you do not be careful in this respect, then—" He finished his speech in a gruesome way, for he motioned with his hands as if he were washing them. I quite understood. My only doubt was as to whether any dream could be more terrible than the unnatural, horrible net of gloom and mystery which seem closing around me. Well, every-batty, I am going to do a bitty bit more of gentle brushing just for you. I hope you can hear the brushing, gently brushing your back and your head as you rest and relax, resting from your fingertips to your head, to your toes, right where you are. Oh, and much love, sweetest pie. And sweetest lychee said, I love the brushing. I'm glad you do. I like brushing, my sweet, sweet friend. Oh, and sweetest Silwood said it's a little past an hour. If you need a break, sweet that. And thank you, sweetest Silwood. I will do a bitty bit more brushing, and then I'll take an itty bitty break, and then read a bit more Dracula. Brush, brush, brush. I hope that this soft spoken spooky story time has been able to help you feel sleepy. I really love reading you stories, especially the spooky ones. Gently, gently brushing. And as I brush your back and your head, just close your eyes and rest your head. Oh, and sweetest Silwood, you said, I'm sure that I can speak for all of us when I say we're enthralled with your storytelling. Whoa. Oh, Silwood. Oh, sweetest Silwood. That truly means so much. I really do adore reading you all stories. and resting and relaxing together. And it really means so much that you enjoy them and find them relaxing. It really means so much to this bitty bat. So much love and many spooky hugs. Oh, and Lechi said, yes, I love this story. I'm glad. I'm glad you do. It's one of my favorites. Lychee! Sorry, I got a bit excited. You said, by the way, I am going to the Vampire Cafe later this month. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, I'm so excited for you. Please do. I hope you have a frightfully fun time. Oh my goodness. Please, if you can, please share pictures. I would love to see. I really want to go myself. Yes. Big bitty bat, yay. So happy for you. And hi, sweetest Metaton. Hello, hello. I'm so happy to see you. I'm just brushing, brushing, brushing to help you rest and relax a bitty bit. I hope you're doing well and taking care. And Lychee said, yes, I will be sure to share them in the server when I do. Yes, please, please. I would love that. I need to see. Oh, thank you, Lychee. Oh, and sweetest Metaton said, glad I can attend. Whoa, well, I'm so glad. I'm glad too. I'm happy to see you tonight and read you another sleepy, spooky story. Okay. A little bit more brushing. Gently brushing your back and your head. Brush, brush, brush. Brush, brush, brush. Okay. Alright, everybody. So, Now that you're nice and cozy, after a bitty bit of gentle brushing, this bitty bat is just going to go away for an itty bitty break, okay? I'm just going to go grab some more blood so I can stay hydrated and keep speaking softly for you tonight. Mm. So, while I'm away, you can just rest right where you are or grab a nice drink of your own. Oh, and sweetest Silvet said, I know it's kinda late and I'm cozy, but should I get some sweets? Yes, yes, yes. The perfect time when it's late and cozy is the perfect time for itty bitty sweet. Oh, and thank you, sweetest pipe. Mm, and sweetest Selwood said, have a wonderful break and take your time, please. Thank you, sweetest Selwood. I promise every-batty I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go grab a bitty bit more blood. I need another blood bag. I'll be right back. Okay. I pretty promise. Only a minute. Mm. Every-batty. I'm back. I'm back. I apologize. I didn't mean for that break to be so long. I hope during that itty bitty break that you were able to stay hydrated. Mm. And that you're taking care. And I hope you're all nice and cozy now. Mm. Okay. I hope you can hear me okay. Mm. Oh, and sweetest Silwood said, "Welcome back, sweet Pat." What did I say? Take your time. Oh, thank you, sweetest Silwood. I don't like being away from my sweet friends for very long. Mm. Mm. Yes. Yes, we can. Mm. Oh, sorry. Yes, you can hear me. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad. Okay. Alright, everybody. So, I will continue reading chapter 3 of Dracula. So, while you're here with me tonight, just close your eyes and enjoy the night. Oh, and Mediton, you said, might clash with the vibe right now, but I was blasting metal music while waiting. Well, I love that, Mediton. um, Metal music, I think it can be very soothing in its own way, you know? I think as long as you find the music comforting, it doesn't matter if it's loud or soft or metal or what what kind of metal were you listening to? What band? I'm a bitty bit curious. Yeah, yes, so would, yes, so would I agree. We do love some good metal music. Drop it in the terrifying tunes in Discord. Yes, yes, I couldn't agree more. Mhm. I know lately, I think, I think for metal music, I have so many, well, in general, I have so many bands I like, but I would say I've been in a bitty bit of a bear tooth mood lately for metal bands. I like their new album a lot. Mm. Wow. Ooh. And sweetest Mediton, you said, um, I will not break by Disturbed. Ooh, Disturbed is a good band. Yes, please feel free to share that song in the cave as well. Mm, yes, I agree so would. You said, ooh, I like that one. Yes, Disturbed is a good band. Mm. Oh, me. Oops. Mm. Alright, some hearts. Some hearts for bad chat. Okay. And just close your eyes and listen to my soft voice as I continue to read you Chapter 3 of Dracula by Bram Stoker. Chapter 3 Continued. Later, I endorse the last words written, but in this time there is no doubt in question. I shall not fear to sleep in any place where he is not. I have placed the crucifix over the head of my bed. I imagine that my rest is thus freer from dreams, and there it shall remain. When he left me, I went to my room. After a little while, not hearing any sound, I came out and went up the stone stair to where I could look out towards the south. There was some sense of freedom in the vast expanse, inaccessible though it was to me as compared to the narrow darkness of the courtyard. Looking out on this, I felt that I was indeed in prison, and I seemed to want a breath of fresh air, though it were of the night. I am beginning to feel this nocturnal existence tell on me. It is destroying my nerve. I start at my own shadow and am full of all sorts of horrible imaginings. God knows that there is ground for my terrible fear in this accursed place. I looked out over the beautiful expanse, bathed in soft yellow moonlight, till it was almost as light as day. In the soft light, the distant hills became melted, and the shadows in the valleys and gorges of velvety blackness. The mere beauty seemed to cheer me. There was peace and comfort in every breath I drew. As I leaned from the window, my eye was caught by something moving a story below me, and what, to my left, where I imagined, from the order of the rooms, that the windows of the Count's own room would look out. The window at which I stood was tall and deep, stone mullioned, and though weather-worn was still complete, but it was evidently many a day since the case had been there. I drew back behind the stonework and carefully looked out. What I saw was the Count's head coming out from the window. I did not see the face, but I knew the man by the neck and movement of his back and arms. In any case, I could not mistake the hands, which I had so many opportunities of studying. I was at first interested and somewhat amused, for it is wonderful how small a matter will interest and amuse a man when he is a prisoner. But my very feelings changed to repulsion and terror when I saw the whole man slowly emerge from the window and began to crawl down, down, down the castle wall over that dreadful abyss, face down, with his cloak spreading out around him like great wings. At first, I could not believe my eyes. I thought it was some trick of the moonlight, some weird effect of shadow, but I kept looking, and it could be no delusion. I saw the fingers and toes grasp the corners of the stones, worn clear by mortar, by the stress of years, and by thus using every projection and inequality move downwards with incredible speed, just as a lizard moves along the wall. What manner of man is this? Or what manner of creature is it in the semblance of man? I feel the dread of this horrible place overpowering me. I am in fear, in awful fear, and there is no escape for me. I am encompassed about with terrors that I dare not think of. May 15th. Once more have I seen the Count go out in his lizard fashion. He moved downwards in a sidelong way, some 100 feet down, and a good deal to the left. He vanished into some hole or window. When his head had disappeared, I leaned out to try to see more, but without avail. The distance was too great to allow proper angle of sight. I knew he had left the castle now, and thought to use the opportunity to explore more than I had dared to do as yet. I went back to the room, and taking a lamp, tried all the doors. They were all locked, as I had expected, and the locks were comparatively new. But I went down the stone stairs to the hall where I had entered originally. I found I could pull back the bolts easily enough and unhook the great chains, but the door was locked, and the key was gone. That key must be in the Count's room. I must watch, should his door be unlocked, so that I may get it and escape. I went on to make a thorough examination of the various stairs and passages, and to try the doors that opened from them. 1 or 2 small rooms near the hall were open, but there was nothing to see in them except old furniture, dusty with age and moth-eaten. At last, however, I found one door at the top of the stairway, which, though it seemed to be locked, gave under a little pressure. I tried it harder, and found that it was not really locked, but that the resistance came from the fact that the hinges had fallen somewhat, and the heavy door rested on the floor. Here was an opportunity which I might not have again, so I exerted myself, and with many efforts forced it back so that I could enter. I was now in a wing of the castle further to the right than the rooms I knew, and a story lower down. From the windows I could see the suite of rooms lay along to the south of the castle, the windows of the end room looking out both west and south. On the latter side, as well as to the former, there was a great precipice. The castle was built on the corner of a great rock, so that on 3 sides it was quite impregnable, and great windows were placed here, where sling or bow or culverin could not reach, and consequently light and comfort, impossible to a position which had to be guarded, were secured. To the west was a great valley, and then, rising far away, great jagged mountain vastness, rising peak on peak, the sheer rock studded with mountain ash and thorn, whose roots clung in cracks and crevices and crannies of the stone. This was evidently the portion of the castle occupied by the ladies in bygone days, for the furniture had more air of comfort than any I had seen. The windows were curtainless, and the yellow moonlight flooding in through the diamond panes enabled one to see even colors, whilst it softened the wealth of dust which lay over all, and disguised in some measure the ravages of time and the moth. My lamp seemed to be of little effect in the brilliant moonlight, but I was glad to have it with me, for there was a dread loneliness in the place which chilled my heart and made my nerves tremble. Still, it was better than living alone in the rooms, which I had come to hate from the presence of the Count, and after trying to school my nerves, I found a soft quietude come over me. Here I am, sitting at a little oak table where in old times possibly some fair lady sat to pen, which must with much thought and many blushes her ill-spelt love letter, and writing in my diary in shorthand all that has happened since I closed it last. It is 19th century, up to date with a vengeance, and yet, unless my senses deceive me, the old centuries have, and have, powers of their own, which mere modernity cannot kill. Oh, much love and many spooky hugs, sweetest pipe. And hello, hello, sweetest day wings. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. You said hello. This ASMR is peak. Wow, I'm so glad. I'm so happy you think so. That means so much to this bitty bat. I hope you're doing well and taking care of my sweet friend. Please come get nice and comfy and cozy. Mm. Hearts for Pat Chat. Lots of love and sleepy spooky hugs for Pat Chat. Alright, continuing. Later, in the morning of 16th May, God, preserve my sanity, for to this I am reduced. Safety and the assurance of safety are things of the past. Whilst I live on here, there is but one thing to hope for, that I may not go mad, if, indeed, I be not mad already. If I be sane, then surely it is maddening to think that of all the foul things that lurk in this hateful place, the Count is the least dreadful to me, that to him alone I can look for safety, even though this be only whilst I can serve his purpose. great God, merciful God, let me be calm, for out of that way lies madness indeed. I began to get new lights on certain things which have puzzled me. Up to now, I never quite knew what Shakespeare meant when he made Hamlet say, "My tablets, quick, my tablets, 'tis meet I put it down," etc. For now, feeling as though my own brain were unhinged, or as if the shock had come, which must end its undoing, I turned to my diary for repose. The habit of entering accurately must help to soothe me. The Count's mysterious warning frightened me at the time. It frightens me more now when I think of it, for in the future he has a fearful hold upon me. I shall fear to doubt what he may say. When I had written in my diary, and had fortunately replaced the book and pen in my pocket, I felt sleepy. The Count's warning came into my mind, but I took a pleasure in disobeying it. The sense of sleep was upon me, and with it the obstinacy which sleep brings as outrider. The soft moonlight soothed, and the wide expanse without gave a sense of freedom which refreshed me. I determined not to return tonight to the gloom-haunted rooms, but to sleep here where of old ladies had sat and sung and lived sweet lives, whilst their hearts were sad for their menfolk away in the midst of remorseless wars. I drew a great couch out of its place near the corner, so that as I lay, I could look at the lovely view to the east and south, and unthinking of and uncaring for the dust, composed myself for sleep. I suppose I must have fallen asleep. I hope so, but I fear, for all that followed was startlingly real, so real that now sitting here in the broad, full sunlight of the morning, I cannot in the least believe that it was all sleep. I was not alone. The room was the same, unchanged in any way since I came into it. I could see along the floor in the brilliant moonlight my own footsteps marked where I had disturbed the long accumulation of dust. In the moonlight opposite me were 3 young women, ladies by their dress and manner. I thought that at the time that I must be dreaming when I saw them, for the moonlight was behind them, and they threw no shadow on the floor. They came close to me and looked at me for some time, and then whispered together. 2 were dark and had high aquiline noses like the Count, and the great, dark, piercing eyes that seemed to be almost red when contrasted with the pale yellow moon. The other was fair as can be, with great wavy masses of golden hair and eyes like pale sapphires. I seemed somehow to know of her face, and to know it in connection with some dreamy fear, but I could not recollect at the moment how or where. All had 3 brilliant white teeth that shone like pearls against the ruby of their voluptuous lips. There was something about them that made me uneasy, some longing, and at the same time some deadly affair. I felt in my heart a wicked, burning desire that they would kiss me with those red lips. It is not good to note this down, lest some day it should meet Mina's eyes and cause her pain, but it is the truth. They whispered together, and then all three laughed, such a silvery, musical laugh, but as hard as though the sound never could have come through the softness of human lips. It was like the intolerable, tingling sweetness of water glasses when played on by a cunning hand. The fair girl shook her head coquettishly, and the two other urged her on. Go on, you are first, and we shall follow. Yours is the right to begin. The other added, he is young and strong. There are kisses for us all. I lay quiet, looking out under my eyelashes in agony of delightful anticipation. The fair girl advanced and bent over me till I could feel the movement of her breath upon me. Sweet it was in one sense, honey sweet, and sent the same tingling through the nerves as her voice, but with a bitter underlying the sweet, a bitter offensiveness as one smells in blood. I was afraid to raise my eyelids, but I looked out and saw perfectly under the lashes. There she arched her neck. She actually licked her lips like an animal, till I could see in the moonlight the moisture shining on the scarlet lips and on the red tongue as it lapped the sharp, white teeth. Lower and lower went her head as the lips went below the range of my mouth and chin and seemed about to fasten on my throat. Then she paused, and I could hear the churning sound of her tongue as it licked her teeth and lips. Then the skin of my throat began to tingle as one flesh does when the hand that is to tickle it approaches nearer and nearer. I could feel the soft, shivering touch of the lips on the super sensitive skin of my throat and the hard dents of two sharp teeth just touching and pausing there. I closed my eyes and waited with a beating heart. But at that instant, another sensation swept through me as quick as lightning. I was conscious of the presence of the Count and of his being as if lapped in a storm of fury. As my eyes opened involuntarily, I saw his strong hand grasp at the slender neck of the fair woman, and with a giant's power draw it back. The blue eyes transformed with fury, the white teeth championed with rage, and the fair cheeks blazing red with passion. But the Count, never did I imagine such a wrath and fury, even to the demons of the pit. His eyes were positively blazing. The red light in them was lurid, as if the flames of hell fire blazed behind them. His face was a deathly pale, and the lines of it were hard, like hard-drawn wires. The thick eyebrows that met over the nose now seemed like a heaving bar of white, hot metal. With a fierce sweep of his arm, he hurled the woman from him and then motioned to the others as though he were pushing them back. It was the same imperious gesture that I had seen used to the wolves, and a voice which, though low and almost in a whisper, seemed to cut through the air, and then round the room he said, "How dare you touch him, any of you? How dare you cast your eyes on him when I had forbidden it? Back, I tell you all. This man belongs to me. Beware how you meddle with him, or you'll have to deal with me." The fair girl, with a laugh of ribald coquetry, turned to answer him. "You yourself never loved. You never love." On this, the other woman joined, and in such a mirthless, hard, soulless laughter rang through the room that it almost made me faint to hear. It seemed like the pleasure of fiends. Then the Count turned, after looking at my face attentively, and said, in a soft whisper, "Yes, I too can love. You yourselves can tell it from the past. Is it not so? Well now, I promise you that I am done with him. You shall kiss him at your will. Now go, go. I must awaken him, for there is work to be done." "Are we to have nothing tonight?" said one of them with a low laugh, as she pointed to the bag which he had thrown upon the floor, which moved as though there were something living thing within it. For answer he nodded his head. One of the women jumped forward and opened it. If my ears did not deceive me, there was a gasp, a low wail, as of a half-smothered child. The woman closed round, whilst I was aghast with horror, but as I looked at them, they disappeared, with them the dreadful bag. There was no door near them, and they could not have passed me without my noticing. They simply seemed to fade into the rays of the moonlight and pass out through the window, for I could see outside the dim, shadowy forms for a moment before they entirely faded away. Then the horror overcame me, and I sank down unconscious. Oh, wow. What a truly terrorific tale. Chapter 3 of Bram Stoker. Oh, Chapter 3 of Dracula by Bram Stoker. And now I'm gently brushing. I hope you are resting and relaxing and enjoying the story. Gently brushing your back and your head. Brush, brush, brush. I hope you enjoyed that reading of Chapter 3 of Dracula by Bram Stoker. I love reading you stories, especially spooky vampire ones. This book is one of my favorites, and I hope you've been enjoying the reading so far. Oh, and Sweetest Pie said I loved it. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad, Sweetest Pie. And Sweetest Silver said it was fantastic. I'm uber eepy. Some might even say eepy, so sleepy. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad, Sweetest Silver. I'm so happy you like the story, and I'm glad you're feeling uber happy. Gently brushing, slowly brushing. Gently brushing your back, gently brushing your head, slowly and softly tracing my fingertips over your back and your head as you close your eyes and rest and relax. Please rest and relax here for as long as you'd like. And don't worry, I will keep you safe and warm and cared for. After all, I'm your nighttime vampire guide. Okay. Alright. I hope you're enjoying the brushing. Oh, and Sweetest Silver, you said, okay, but if I fall asleep, it's absolutely your fault. Wow. I'm absolutely okay with that. It makes me happy to know that I can help you sleep. Brush, brush, brush. And as I brush your back. I will share a special itty bitty poem just for you. Oh, and sweetest Metaton says, is it strange? This helps me focus working. Oh, it's not strange at all. I'm glad. I'm glad it's soothing to help you focus working. That makes me very, very happy. I'm glad. I'm glad it helps you. That makes me an uber happy batty to hear. And as you're resting, right where you are, as I'm right by your side, gently brushing, brushing, brushing your back tonight. I have an itty bitty poem to share with you. It goes like this. My sweet friend, my precious soul, be still tonight and rest your head. And take care and go to bed. My sweet friend, oh precious soul, close your eyes and let your breathing become low. The night is still. The night is calm. And sleep here where it is warm. Oh, sweet friend, oh precious soul, you are here, and you are whole. It's a little tricky to kind of come up with a poem on the spot, but I like trying for you. It makes me happy. Here, I'll try again. As I continue to brush, brush, brush your back. Oh, thank you so much. You said it was so good and beautiful. Oh, I'm so glad you think so. But let me try. I'll try something hopefully a bitty bit better here. Mm. Here tonight at this late hour, rest your head and hear my soft voice as I brush away the day. I don't think that one's working. Okay, let me try one more time, every-batty. Hold on. One more. I like talking to you softly and sweetly to help you slumber. Slumber sweetly, my dear friend. It is night, so rest your head. Still your mind, still your breath. Rest in peace with this bitty bat. A day of long, a day so busy. You are doing oh so greatly. So rest, relax, and close your eyes and join this bitty bat in the night. I think that one's a bitty bit better. Oh, and thank you, sweetest soul. What you said, you're so good at improving poems. Oh, I'm flattered. I'm glad you think so. That makes me very, very happy. mm. Oh, hearts for Bat Chat. Hearts for Bat Chat. Wow, every-batty. Wow, this bitty bat is going to wrap things up for the night. I think one chapter at a night is the perfect sleepy spell. So, I really hope you enjoyed listening as much as I enjoyed reading Chapter 3 of Dracula by Bram Stoker to you tonight, I can't wait to see you again and read Chapter 4 next time. So, I hope you rest and relax and take care and have a hauntingly beautiful night. I'm sending lots of love and many spooky hugs and many sleepy hugs your way tonight. So please rest, relax, and stay here for as long as you'd like. And please rest in peace. Oh, and much love, sweetest pie and sweetest sword. So, alrighty then, I think we're all about to sleep as well. I can't wait either, and I'm so glad you're looking forward to the next chapter, and I'm glad you're feeling nice and sleepy, nice and eepy. And sweetest pipe said, okay, sweet dreams, you get good rest. I'll be up, and I'm proud of you, little one. Oh, thank you, sweetest pie. Much love and many spooky hugs and sweet dreams. I hope you take care. Thank you, for all your love and support. Good night, most sweetest pipe. And so it said, good night, sweetest Satania. I'm definitely passing out. Oh, I'm glad. Good night, sweetest Solwit. I'll see you soon. Rest well. And sweetest Lychee said I dozed off. And that's okay. I'm glad you did. Good night, most sweetest Lychee. I can't wait to see you again soon. Good night, my sweet friend. And sweetest Metaton said good night, my sweetest Metaton. Much love and many spooky hugs. Good night, every-batty. Rest in peace. See you soon. Night night. Bye bye. Night night. Bye bye. Good night, everybody.